Hello, welcome back to Fake It To Make It or Hi. If you're new, I'm Katie. Sorry, you can tell the voice is we still have the vacation hangover voice from Go Wild, so I apologize. I am going to do my March budget. Yes, it is well into March. I did not get it done before I went. I will say this, being a budgeter and having done this, like I know when I need to pay my bills. I don't always need to write them out. So I paid them online while I was gone, but I still want to track them, but also inflation. Let's just talk real life here. When I got back from Go Wild, I filled my gas tank up this week and it was significantly more money. It was a good, dollar and something difference. So it's a big deal. So I also need to tweak my budget a little bit, which is something I'll talk about. Groceries, as well as groceries. I also went grocery shopping after I came back, and it was a big difference. And I didn't really get anything necessarily out of the ordinary. I can think of one item. I bought 2 Home Chef meals, which are a little bit pricier. I got them at the grocery store. But even taking those out of the equation, my grocery bill was still a good $60 more than normal. So I need to tweak my budget. So sometimes that means tweaking your budget mid-month, and that's what I'm going to do because I still have another payday this month. Luckily, I had enough in my account to kind of cover the things, but yeah, so those are all things I plan on doing. So I want to first put down my bills. Let me grab, I'm digging over here for a budget sticker book. We will use this one. If I'm a little sniffly, I'm going to apologize. I'm trying very, very hard not to do that. I don't want to be gross. But otherwise this isn't going to happen. I have some kind of sinus thing going on. It is not COVID. I've tested twice. I think it's just a little sinus infection. So, let's see. The 4th, I was gone, so I got paid this day. And like I said, we're into the month now. We're a good week into the month, and I get paid on the 18th. So I always like to start off doing that. And then I have a little sheet off to the side that tells me when my bills are due. So I'm looking for like a bill, like a pay bill. Even though some of these honestly are already paid, it's nice to have it in here to check it off to know, like, okay, yep, you did it. You paid it off. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I had, if I can get it, I'm going to put one here. I did pay some bills while I was gone. Let's see. And then here. Oops. All right, and then I'm just looking off to the side. I should write these. I did this last time, and I didn't write as I was putting them in, so let's do that. So this was DTE. We're going to say $2.50. One of the ones that has gone up is my Consumers Energy, which here in Michigan is the gas. I used to budget like $200, then it kind of went up to $250. It was over $300. So this is one of the bills that I need to set aside more money for because it has significantly crept up. Patreon. Patreon is $14.99. I almost forgot about that. That automatically comes out, which I didn't check. I need to check and make sure that came out just because there was an issue. My bank switched this year and I had an issue last month. So I want to make sure that that came out and the money went where it needed to go. Let's see. This is a little splurge service. I pay $50 a month to get a massage. And it is a little splurge for me. So I'm going to pop that in. That was the 8th. The 12th is streaming. And so I stream several services. I know this is how much I spend, and what I do is really it doesn't need to go there. It can go actually even here, because what I do is I just make sure with that payday that money stays in my account, and then it can just come out because they all get paid automatically. So that's how I take care of that. Okay, the 17th. Oh, if I can get this peeled off here. Sometimes I use one sticker for multiple things. So usually I have 2 credit cards. I have an Amazon and a Capital One, and I usually just pay them the same day. Typically, I do the same thing with consumers and DTE. So this was $175 and $200, and I usually pay more. That's just like the bare minimum that I like to pay. And then I have Comcast, which is my cable service, $260. That is more towards the end of the month. And then I also have T-Mobile. So what kind of, this actually, let's do here the 21st. T-Mobile. And we're going to say that was $260 as well. All right, let's see. I need more of these stickers. Oh, good. I have 2 more things I need to take care of. So one is car. So technically, if you're new, I don't have a car payment. We paid cash for my car, but what I do is I make a payment back to our savings account to like fill that back up, if you will. So that's what that is. And then kids. I also put money aside for this like little insurance thing for my kids. It automatically comes out. So that's $25. Okay. Is that everything? Yes. Also, I like to track how much I put into savings from each check. This month I get 2 checks because I get paid every other week. Monthly goal. I could use that if I don't find anything else. Oh, I also sometimes like to throw a quote. Ooh, I like this one. It costs you $0 to be grateful for what you already have. All right, let's pop this in over here. I think that's a good reminder. Sometimes we can get caught up on the wrong things. So, no spends, weekly spend, savings challenge, savings. Okay, we could do 2 of these. We can do that. Just kind of throw these over here. Maybe leave a little room above if I want to write, oops, the date of the paycheck. Okay, so that is that. This has been taken care of. I paid DTE. This I need to double check. It should have come out. Consumers Energy, I need to double check. This has come out already. Actually, I paid these. I paid that early. Oops. I think that's it for now. So I just need to double check. I'm almost positive I paid this while it was gone because I didn't have my planner. I didn't mark it off. So I need to definitely go back and do that. So next, I need to create a sinking fund sheet, but also let me show you what I do. I create this to kind of figure out my budget. So we will do that next. Let me get some paper. Put a sheet of paper here. And we can kind of figure out this month's budget. So I'm going to keep this here as a reference. It's just nice and easy, and just grab any old pen. This does not have to be you know, we'll bring you down a little bit lower. This isn't, I mean, it can be cute if you want it to be. This is just very functional for me. So I just like to write the month. And then usually I'll do paycheck 1, paycheck 2, but I have 2 paychecks. So I don't even know that I necessarily need to do it that way. Because everything will literally be split right in half for the most part. There are a couple things I guess that don't, but let's just get started. Let's just write out all the bills. So I have Patreon, which is $14.99. I have my streaming services, which are $38. And sometimes I do just round up just to make it easier. It's not going to hurt. A lot of bills I pay online, it's not going to hurt to have a few extra cents in my account. So I always round up in those instances. DTE. So that is my electric. I am going to put more aside. So in February, if you see my February budget, you will notice I will be upping some of these numbers. Consumers, so this was the gas that I said was more. So my consumers bill for this month was about $320. So I definitely, we're gonna say $325. I definitely want to save a little bit more towards that just in case. Massage is $50. That gets taken out, and then I have an Amazon credit card. So I usually budget about $200 for that. And then Capital One. I'm going to put more because I did put a couple things from my vacation on the credit card. Like we went out for a meal and it was just easier, so I did that. So I want to pay a little bit more onto that. My car, which isn't a car payment, but it actually goes back into our savings, so that account for that. Kids, this little account I have for them, $25. Comcast, I'm gonna do $260. I had been doing $250, but I need to up that. And the same thing for T-Mobile, our phone service. It has gone up a little bit, so we're gonna do $260 for that as well. Which is a little bit more. And then down here, we'll do some math and kind of calculate this out. So usually I like to do like paycheck. We can do this all on one sheet. I used to do 2 sheets, but I don't think we need to do that because mine's pretty simple. If you get paid once a month, you don't need to do this. If you get paid every week, you would have 4 paychecks, right? Or if you figure out how many paychecks you have in the month, and that's how you would break this down. I get 2 paychecks. I'm going to break it down twice. And then the other things I need to account for, gas. And this is a big thing. I was accounting for 2 fill-ups, which was $320, but gas, I filled up and it was $100. My tank wasn't quite empty. So I'm going to bump my gas budget up and say probably $400. Yeah, I think $400 for 2 weeks. That's for a 2-week period. So $200 per 2 week, or $800 for the month is really what I should write. And then we know, let me change that. And then groceries too. Groceries can be an area where I typically can save a little more money. I did spend quite a bit. So this is, I'm going to say groceries, food, eating out. Groceries for me also encompasses like cleaning supplies, because I typically get those at the grocery store. Or like even Target, like shampoo, things like that. I spent quite a bit kind of filling stuff up. I probably spent about $600 this week. Groceries, refilling, cleaning supplies, shampoos, conditioners, all the things. So I feel like every so many months I have a really big trip that I need to kind of stock everything up. And I feel like that happened this week. So hopefully this will be less. but I definitely want to make sure that money's there when I need it. And we have another trip coming up, so there may be some expenses, like maybe we need a few more travel items. So I think for groceries, I'm going to set aside $2,000 for the month. I'm trying to think if I need to do a little bit more than that. Let's do 2,200. I would rather budget extra if I have it in my budget to do, than to have to like pull out of a savings. So let's do that. And then, okay. So let me get my little calculator out. So my Patreon, this just comes out of this first check. Streaming just comes out of this first check. DTE, just because it's such a small amount. 225 divided by 2 is 112.50. So we're just going to say 113. Just, I like nice even numbers. Again, it's not going to hurt anything for me to have that little bit extra. So same thing with this. We're going to do 163 for consumers. That's how much I have to save from each check to pay for my consumers. Massage, this is just going to come out of this check. It's an automatic payment. We're just going to do that. Amazon, 100. Capital One, 200. And yes, I have paid some of these bills already because I've had a little bit extra. I'm to the point where I'm getting a little bit ahead on my bills, which is kind of nice. But then this money can be there for the next time. We will do 25. I don't want to split that in half. 150, this will be 180. Sorry, I was just doing the math in my head. No, that's not right. 130. I shouldn't have done the math in my head, obviously. It was an easy one, too, and I messed it up. Well, 130. We're not all perfect, right? Okay, so then let's add this up so I know. Oh, and we'll go ahead and bring this across, too. And so then I know I need to have 400, and 1,100. Okay, so let's figure out, so I have 14, let's just do 15. Let's just make it nice and easy. 15 plus 38 plus 113 plus 163 plus 100 plus 200 plus 150 plus 25 plus 130. So 130 plus 400 plus 1,100 is 2464. Let's do that again, just to make sure. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. 1,100 plus 400. $1,500 just in groceries and gas. So I will definitely, this I can't do a whole lot about, but this right here, I mean, that's a high estimate. So I definitely will be looking to bring that down. 130 plus 130 plus 25 plus 150 plus 200 plus 100 plus 163 plus 113 plus 38 plus 15. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that number's good. I got it twice. And then this number is going to be a little bit different. So 113 plus 163 plus 50 plus 100 plus 200 plus 150 plus 130 plus 130 plus 400 plus 1,100. 2436. Is that right? That should be about right because I had 50 but not there. That's about 50. Okay. I trust my math and skills there. We'll go with that. So this is the amount each check I need to set aside towards bills. So it's definitely creeping up there. The money that I will have left will go to my savings. This number is a lot, and I feel like I think I went from 500 a pay, so 250 a week, to saying that's a lot. I think that maybe that is an overestimate. I do not think I need to do that. Oh no, that's for 2 weeks though. Yeah, that's for 2 weeks, so 550 a week. We're going to keep it. We have a lot going on. We're going on vacation. I know we'll be like buying groceries for down there, eating out. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that because that money can go towards that. So this is what I'm looking at for my March budget. This is my kind of new estimate with inflation, because sometimes you have to change your budget. It's a week into March. It's what's today, like the 11th or 12th. So we're a good deal into March already. I have already started paying bills. But it's never too late to pivot. The world has changed. Things are more expensive, and I needed to especially make sure I was keeping more money in my account for gas. So I have less money to go into my savings. That's just life. It's the way that it is right now. Yeah. So anyway, be on the lookout. I will be doing a sinking fund cash envelope video, kind of showing where my money goes, how I save, all that good stuff. This money stays in my account because I do use my card for that, as most people I think probably do. And I do use my cash. When I was at Go Wild, I had an envelope for spending that I had saved, doing some savings challenges. So I had cash to spend, which was really nice because as I could visually see, like, oh, okay, I'm hitting my limit. I've spent some money, so that means it's kind of time to, cool my jets a little bit. So that was really helpful to have that, and I do like that in certain situations. So anyway, this is my March budget. Thank you so much for joining along. I really appreciate it. Like I said, be on the lookout for my sinking fund video. Give this video a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing if you haven't already. I hope you guys plan your best life. Get on a budget. Ask me any questions, comments down below. I love hearing from you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.